This episode is loosely adapted by a comment left by MetalSonicBoom123. What if the Phantom Ruby was in Sonic Movie 2? A question I'm willing to bet not many people have asked, but hey, I'll answer it regardless. Now, the biggest issue going into this AU was, what would the Phantom Ruby add to the story? I mean, after all, the Master Emerald could already turn your thoughts into reality. Having a ruby that creates super realistic illusions to the point that your body believes it's real really wouldn't change all that much when you stop and think about it. However, I think I've come up with something that is at least interesting. Oh, and to MetalSonicBoom123, sorry, but I'm still keeping Knuckles in this story. He's an essential part of the tale, and simply put, Infinite really wouldn't have anything to do with this story. He has no personal grief with Sonic, he has no reason to follow Eggman since he doesn't have the ruby yet. Honestly, the best I could do is have him cameo as one of the assassins during the beginning of the film. Anyway, let's get started. For the majority of the film, the plot plays out the same as normal. The only difference is that any reference to the Master Emerald is swapped out with a reference to the Phantom Ruby, a gem that can create hard light illusions, one so realistic that the stress on your mind will cause your body to become injured. Knuckles seeks the ruby since not only would it allow him to reclaim the honor of his tribe, but perhaps he could even bring back his tribe, even if it was only in the form of a hyper-realistic illusion. Robotnik, on the other hand, wants it for far more self-serving reasons. He wishes to use the ruby to conquer the world. Through a long series of events, Robotnik and Knuckles find their way to the Lost Labyrinth, where the Phantom Ruby is held, with Sonic hot on their trail. As the two spiny aliens battle it out for the ancient relic, Robotnik takes the opportunity to attempt to swipe the ruby. By the time Sonic and Knuckles realize what's going on, it's already too late. Robotnik has harnessed the power of the Phantom Ruby.
This power is unlike anything I've ever experienced. Such might, such energy, beyond even anything I could imagine. And so much more.
Robotnik's eyes nearly glazed over as he glanced around the room. He could see infinite realities, some seeming familiar, others beyond comprehension.
I thought my mind was open before. I was so naive. Wait, did I just say that?
Robotnik, relinquish the ruby now.
I don't think I will, you spiny red nuisance.
Robotnik used the ruby to flip the gravitational pull of the labyrinth, sending Sonic and Knuckles flying towards the ceiling. Sonic and Knuckles had to move quickly to dodge the falling, or rather rising, debris.
How about a change of scenery, good man?
Robotnik announced, clearly keeping up his strange sense of humor, as reality began to warp around them. Labyrinth Zone disappeared, now taking on the vague resemblance of Green Hills.
I figured you could use the home course advantage. Now, for my power play.
Robotnik was absorbed into a red hurricane of pixels. Robotnik re-emerged in the Death Egg robot. This titanic monarch was more than ready to crush the heroes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now entered the boss battle.
As they're trapped in this virtual reality together, Sonic and Knuckles are forced to put aside their differences and fight alongside each other to stop Robotnik. As per the original film, Sonic's plan is to distract Robotnik long enough to give Knuckles a clear shot at him.
So what's the plan here? You gonna build a big robot house? Get yourself a big robot wife?
I'm going to enslave humanity and force them to service my machines.
First Green Hills, then the universe, then the multiverse, then who knows? Maybe I'll be enough.
Full disclosure? You won't be there.
Despite the Doctor's best efforts and Sonic being incredibly outclassed, the blue hedgehog is just barely able to survive, at least long enough for Knuckles to knock the power out of Robotnik. Sonic raced towards the Phantom Ruby, hoping to grab it before Robotnik could get his hands on it once more. Robotnik, who was far closer to the Ruby, leaped towards it. He intended on using its power to simply send Sonic and Knuckles to another dimension. That way, they'd be out of his non-existent hair forever, allowing him to conquer the world uninterrupted. The Hedgehog and the Doctor touched the Ruby at the same time, with the two opposing forces quite literally trying to grab victory. An exception was made. An invisible blast of energy shot the two back into the walls of Labyrinth Zone. As they opened their eyes, they saw a strange portal, much like the rings Sonic used, but different. Now what did you do, Eggman? Oh, don't blame me. You're the one that ruined my interdimensional portal. As Robotnik implied, it was an interdimensional portal, and something or someone was coming through. The Ruby was attracted to this phantom warp ring, and as it reached the portal, it was grabbed by the gloved arm of the newcomer. The figure looked at her new dimensional hosts. Who are you, and why have you separated me from my kingdom? I'm sorry, who are you? My name is Blaze, Princess of the Soul Dimension. And on that cliffhanger note, we're going to be ending this What If for right now. What do you think would happen with both the Phantom Ruby and Blaze in the Sonic Movie 2 universe? Heck, what do you think would happen with an active multiverse in the Sonic Movie 2 universe? And would you like to see a follow-up to this? Leave your answers in the comments below. I'm CommonFan13, and I hope you have a good day.